Hello, here's a quick overview of the Donner Arena2000 amp modeling and multi-effects processor pedal. Obviously this pedal has a lot of different bells and whistles, and it will take me hours to go through this in this quick overview, but I wanted to highlight some of the features that I really enjoyed about this pedal, as well as talk about some improvement opportunities. And first and foremost, one big thing that stood out for me, obviously there's a lot of different presets here. There are 50 banks available, and each bank there are 3 individual presets. So going through that is pretty easy with this little knob here. But one thing I noticed was as I was switching from one preset to the other, the output level is varying significantly. So I thought it would have been nice for these to be leveled out. So if I was just using this, if I was looking to use this pedal right out of the box, that I wouldn't have to go in and play and adjust every single output level individually. You'll notice that one preset, let's say, to the other, there's a huge jump in the noise level and the voice and the volume level as well. I'll also highlight some of my favorite tones. There are a lot of presets here, like I said, 150 of them, but some of them stood out and resonated with me just based on my style of playing and the music that I enjoy. But I'll also try and demonstrate how quickly you can put together some tones yourself and options that are available for you as you do that. So just quickly, couple things that I enjoyed the most is one of them being more of a Green Day fan. I like the Broken Dream. And there's a really nice preset here, Trivium, and it's for those who might be familiar with the band, Trivium uses 5150 amplifiers quite a bit, and I happen to own a PV version of that available, and I like to think that the sound comes pretty close. There's ways for you to take this tone and adjust it to your liking, obviously. There is a looper available for 60 seconds if you want to jam over your favorite tunes and lay out different tracks and play over them. There's a drum machine available with a ton of different rhythms available. Here's a rock mode. Number of options available, nothing but overwhelming, which could be a good thing. There are about 40 different drum beats here, all the way from pop, rock to the disco. Tuner, always great to have, and you can attach an additional expression pedal next to this one. If this one is a little tiny, as you can see, it's smaller than the palm of my hand. But you can attach a full-size pedal right next to it and control wah and volume and other things. So I'll jump quickly back to home. The screen is very intuitive. The knobs are right where you want them to be. And I'm going to go to the first patch here. This is high there, and I already played with this a little bit and tailored it to my need, but just want to show you how easy it was for me. And the user's manual is about 20 pages. Considering everything included, all the capabilities, is actually very brief and to the point. It was easy to navigate, but I figured this out without even reading any of that, which says a lot about ease of use. So you can see the signal chain here. It goes from compression to one effects drive, amplifier, cap simulation, EQ, noise gate, another effects pedal, delay and reverb. I like the fact that delay and reverb has their own place, and it's pretty easy as far as clicking on here and finding out, okay, I want to take the drive and I want to put drive, and you just click one more on it and you can move the drive to anywhere you want in the signal chain. The way it was is actually pretty good, so I'm not going to mess with that, but just wanted to be able to show you how easy it was. And if you want to play with the compression, you just hit the compression button here. All these things are touch sensitive, so you can just click on any of these things. And I'm using a tube compression right now, and this is what it sounds like. Drive, gain, output, and as I switch through different compressions here, so there's a LA2A, LA3A, compression 670. Some of these models, I don't even know what they are, but I think they're trying to emulate some of the more professional studio-worthy compression units. Compression 1176, I believe this to be a studio-grade rack compression. SSL compression is here. And as you switch through those, the settings that you can tune are also changing interactively. And this goes across every single thing that is available on this pedal. I think Dynacomp is another good one. Increase the sensitivity and a little bit of more sustain. And in order to save this, I just hit the store button. Yep, I want to save it. Save. Yes. Similar to that, I can look at what I have in the effects. I have a pure boost here. You can use an intelligent gate. And the effects boxes have a lot of different options. There's a wah, another wah, envelope, intelligent gate, pure boost, lead boost, filter, chorus, analog chorus, flanger, vibrato, phaser, tremolo, ring modulation, lo-fi, auto swell, step phase, pitch, octave, 20 different options available. I think I'll keep it in the boost as I was trying to drive the amplifier a little bit more. But from pure boost, I'll switch it to lead boost just to see how it sounds like. I'll go with the lead boost here and throwing a little bit more gain because why not? From there, I'll switch to the drive. I'm using it, again, bunch of different options. 808, Tube 9, Clone, Rat, OCD, Fuzz, Big Muff, P2. There's 20 different versions available. I'll stay with the Tube 9, but again, the gain settings can be adjusted. Switching to amplifier, I'm using what I'd like to think to be a Mesa Boogie rectifier channel 2. I love the fact that every single channel is modeled individually, so it's not always the same. So when I go through this, there's 80 different amplifiers. Impossible for me to go through them all, but you will notice that as I'm going through, there's a Marshall 900, channel 1, channel 2, JVM, channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4. I love the fact that each channel is actually modeled individually here because they behave differently as well. So I'll go back to my Mesa rectifier on channel 2. EQ, if you want to, there's a cap setting. Obviously on the cap settings, I'm using a Mesa oversized 4x12, but there's 2x12s and other more vintage cab modulations as well. And the great thing is, if you have your own IR cab simulation files, you can upload them using the USB functionality, which is amazing. EQ is very easy to use as well. I'm using a 3-band EQ, 5-band EQ, 6-band, 10-band EQ, a custom EQ. The custom is at that point almost behaving like a parametric EQ, where you can choose the frequency that you want to adjust and bump it or reduce it accordingly. I'll leave it at what it was. I don't think that was particularly scientific. Intelligent noise gate, noise reduction. I like the intelligent one because I'm not that intelligent, and it's easy to set the gate to a level where it's eliminating that noise that I'm getting when I'm playing, but letting it go when I'm not playing. So it sounds like this. Another effects box here, and this has the same exact options as the other one. It's just another box for you to throw it in there. Obviously there is delay. I'm going to turn that off. There's delay available, digital, let me see, 10 different delays available: tremolos, reverse delay, 2-tap, ping pong. Plenty of reverb options available also. Let me see, 10 different reverbs. I'm using a whole reverb. Yeah, I know this was going to be a quick video, and it is nothing but that, everything but that. But hope you liked it. Hope you found this to be helpful. A ton of great tonal options inside this box. I'm plugging this into an amplifier that is mainly used for keyboards. It's supposed to have a very flat EQ, so I wanted to see how this would behave if I were to plug this straight into the front of the house or use it in a rehearsal studio with a PA. Does a fantastic job, but I can also plug this into a combo amp or a guitar amp of any kind and still get some really convincing results. It's amazing how many different tonal options are available all within this relatively small pedal. Again, hope you found this to be helpful, and hope you enjoyed the review. Thank you.